Hey, I just been meaning to do this for a while, uh, but when I found out that the Animaniacs had been rebooted for Hulu, I knew I had to watch it and talk about it. And I really thought it premiered on the 30th of November, and instead actually came out on the 20th. So this is late to begin with. Then scheduling and when I was going to actually put this up after recording. Anyway, it's a little late. But yeah, the Animaniacs are back with a new. They've signed for two seasons in their contract. More, of course, if they were successful. And they're currently on Hulu. The forgotten redheaded stepchild. I can do that again. The forgotten redheaded stepchild of streaming services. But Hulu. What's I know? What do I think of the new Animaniacs? Well, if you're comparing it to modern cartoons, the way they are now, the way, like, what we are getting as offerings nowadays, if you're comparing this new Animaniacs to that, it's one of the best shows out there right now. If you're comparing it to the original Animaniacs, well, if you're comparing it to that, it's bad. It's not as good as the original. But that's to be expected, I think. I do have some actual complaints, and that is, I feel that although the original series did do political satire, I think this one takes it a little bit too far and goes to the well too many times, as it were. The Warner sections. The Warner sections are the worst about this. And sometimes it actually is funny. I mean, there's a bit where they're doing the Odyssey, and Odysseus winds up on the island of the Cyclops, and the Cyclops is a legitimately actually funny impression of Donald Trump. And it's done in not that mean of a way that actually allows it to be funny. So I know I was laughing. Then there are some other bits that are mean-spirited or just unnecessary that miss the mark with me. It's like, basically the Warner's sections, the main meat of Animaniacs, at least this new version, I pretty much would rate like 5 out of 10. It's all not bad, not good, it's just in the middle. Where this series excels, where this new Hulu series excels, is the Pinky and the Brain segments. I feel that the Pinky and the Brain segments are on par with the originals, if not actually better. These new ones might actually be a better Pinky and the Brain. Especially if you wanted them to... If you really wanted more Pinky and the Brain lore, then you're in luck. Well, because they have added to the storyline, and especially the introduction of new of new villains, if Brain is the protagonist, because he's not a good guy, he's really not, he's a monster, but if Brain is the protagonist, these characters are new antagonists, like Brain from the future, a version of Brain from the future who has decided that Pinky had been the cause of most of his failures and had gotten rid of him, and has come back from the past to warn past Brain about Pinky. And then another antagonist is Julia Brain. Brain had created a wife for himself to be more appealing to voters, because he was trying to run for Senate and then president. And I think Julia winds up becoming more popular, and they write her in as senator, which Brain actually is okay with, because he can be the power behind the scenes. However, when she starts to defy him based off of her contents, he reveals how monstrous he is, and is like, I actually put a chip inside you to control you in case you went rogue. Well, the chip fries out. Julia runs screaming off into the night with her hair on fire. Brain assumes that the whole chip burning out causes her to be essentially back to a field mouse in intelligence. And this winds up to not be the case, as you later see her in the forest with a cave full of gadgets, spying on Acme Labs and watching Brain do his little, come Pinky, we must go to it. We must prepare for tomorrow night. Why, Brain? What are we going to do tomorrow night? Same thing we do every night, Pinky. And then it cuts to her saying, try to take over the world. So, yeah, that's something you can do with that character then. We, in the last episode of the first season, we find out why Brain wants to take over the world. So yeah, those Pinky and the Brain segments are definitely definitely the parts you want to get by you want to watch the series for. And if you already have Hulu, well, you know the deal. You're not losing anything. Might as well check it out. Getting Hulu just to watch any series at all has always seemed dumb to me. But they are running a promotion right now, so you could get it on the cheap if that's all you wanted to do. If you wanted just a month of Hulu just to watch this series, I think as of this recording they were running a promotion where it would have cost you $2. But anyway, that's basically, without getting into too much ranting about how it got too political and stuff like that, that's basically how I feel about the new Animaniacs. It's come for Pinky and the Brain. Stay for the Warners, I guess. I was a little upset that they didn't add any of the other old cast. It's just those two segments. But, you know, what are you gonna do? that's all it. I'll see you guys sometime later. Bye.